Welcome to another episode of The Daily Practice. The window is open, the request lines are open, the hourglass is flipped, and the sand is falling. Let's get to work. Here he is, our troubadour, Nathan Moore.
Yeah, let's do it. There ain't nobody, there ain't nobody, there ain't nobody, there ain't nobody, there ain't nobody lost forever. No broken heart is tried and true. Heaven is 24/7. The sky is black and blue. The strange weathers fill our heads, and fallen angel feathers fill our beds. So we can lie there. We can lie there. Ain't nobody built to last unless we're taking it day to day. Heaven comes to wonder how it slips away. Lovers hold it in their hands, answered prayers to the inquisitive man. We can lie there. We can lie there. We can lie there. Ain't nobody. Nobody taking my soul with it when it goes down into the ground. No chances are on a paradise. Snake eyes come around, tempting talking, freedom calls, realize another four walls. Step inside, dear. Step inside, dear. Step inside, dear. Step inside, dear. There ain't nobody. There ain't nobody. Oh, thank you. Welcome everyone to the show. My name is Nathan Moore, at your service, songwriter, and I am ready to play the set list you are making me. Good to see everybody. Looks like a good little crew we got already. Rain or Shine. That's one that was on the ocean floor, right? That came to mind when we were naming rain songs on Jabberjohn recently. Sunflower, Don't Need Water, Quanah. That's a nice little mood y'all are in. Rubber Ball, Whitman's Leaves, Exploding Pen, Tombstone, Rain or Shine. That opening line hung me up on that one. Clicking the hyperlink. I like coffee in the morning made for my love. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. I like the way she dances round to the radio. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. It was originally an E. I don't know if this song... I'm supposed to sing it once, right? I feel like I'm caught in my own trap here a little bit. Oh man, Swaby, I wish you could have heard. Lex and I were just sitting on the back porch talking about the version of that song that Rennie, and I played Saturday night on the back porch. Something happened. It was unusual and wonderful. I like coffee in the morning made by my love. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. I like the way she dances round to the radio. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. I like it when her dress drops onto the floor. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. And that dress is the only thing between her and the Lord. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. I'd ever walk with, hey, let's go. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Hand in hand, side by side, right on down the road. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Every day I find a new way just to let her know. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. I'm the man God made just to love her so. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Between us there does a mighty river flow. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Never gets too high, never gets too low. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. Rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. That song has always felt a little unfinished. It still does. It did make it onto a record, though. I believe that was on live at the Blackfriars Playhouse. We had a lot of musicians, so people could just take turns playing leads, and it was a fun one for everyone to sing along on the refrains, for everyone to sing rain or shine, summertime, middle of the winter cold. So there you go. I don't know what to do with that one. might throw it back in. We don't really have a system for that anyways. Oh, it was definitely fun. I had fun. For sure. Just don't know what to do with it now. We don't have to decide that now either. Sunflower. Now this is one I want in my pocket for sure. Sunflower, sunflower, shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for too long, too long. Now the sun is about to go down. Sunflower, sunflower, I'm flattered, now don't get me wrong. I could never give you the light you need. Look away now, you gotta stay strong. Me, I stay up all night, hardly ever see the light. Lord, till I lose my way, and then I sleep all day. That suits me just fine. You need that sunshine. You are the only reason I even go outside. Oh, you're beautiful, sunflower. Sunflower, sunflower, I think you might have no idea just what it means to me that you even turned your head. Me, I stay up all night, hardly ever see the light. Lord, till I lose my way, and then I sleep all day. That suits me just fine. You need that sunshine. You are the only reason I even go outside. Oh, you're beautiful, sunflower, sunflower. Shouldn't you be turning around? You've been looking at me for for too long, too long. Now the sun is going down. You've been looking at me for too long, too long. Now the sun is going down. I love that song. Again, one more time from the top. Smiley Dan, good to see you. Handed out some wooden nickels at Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. That's so great. I love my dear friends Fruition. Talk about fruition, coming to fruition. When I first met them, I didn't meet them there, but it was their busking. They were right on the end of their busking days, just entering their venue phase. But they were all about busking all around Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. And I feel like they busked that thing for a couple of years, really dreaming of being on that stage someday. And then bam. Oh my gosh, look at that. That window art here. I can reenact this one. Leave that there for a second. Let me try something here. I'm going to have to. Yeah, it's almost perfect. If only the sunflower would look at me. You know what I'm saying? Why won't you look at me? It never looks at me. It's so weird. Look at me. I'm right here. It won't do it. It just, otherwise it'd be almost a perfect picture. If you would just look at me, that would be great. No, just giving me the cold shoulder. Won't even acknowledge my existence. What am I going to do with you? Worthless. All right, what's next? What was next? Next we have... Oh, what a great window. Don't need water. Don't need water to drown around here. Don't need water to drown around here. I don't even understand how something so clear could be falling for the lines of a fisherman. If I could learn to juggle, does that mean I can learn to paint? If I could learn to juggle, does that mean I could learn to paint? I don't even understand. Could I be something I ain't? Other than the casting line of a fisherman. Watch pot don't boil, or call the kettle black. Watch pot don't boil, or call the kettle black. I don't even understand as I toss one back. Just the idle thoughts of a fisherman. Morning before the sun set in, out early in the morning before the sun set in. I don't even understand why I go with a grin. There's just something about reeling 'em in. There's just something about reeling 'em in. Just something about reeling 'em in. It's been a long time for that one. Something I always loved about that song. I think if I was going to really try to get it back in my pocket, probably have to find a updated key to sing it in. But fun request. Now we'll refresh the list. Quanah. Golly, it's been too long for that one. Bigfoot, you might be happy to know that because of you, I was playing Bending Spoons today on piano. I don't know if I'd ever tried that, because I do love the music. There's something about the melody. Those words are a mess, though. A hot mess. I thought, I pulled out my screwdriver and my socket set. Thought I could just tighten a few nuts and bolts. I don't know. That thing. What's the whole? I feel like there's like a philosophical theory or discussion about how if you replace every part on a ship over time, like, it needs a new mast, and put on a new. If at a certain point you've replaced every part of the ship, is it still the same ship? Even if it has turned around, I don't know. I feel like, I'm not sure what that idea is called, but I feel like it has a name, and I feel like that name applies to what will happen to Bending Spoons eventually. But that first verse is staying, by golly, no matter what happens. But boy, it's a hard operation to go back. Swap out so many parts. Is that what it is? Ship of Theseus? We might be onto something. This Theseus character. I don't know. I'm going to look that up. Go on. I'm intrigued. Quanah smells a flower, goes looking for that flower, wants to be where such a flower grows. So he climbs down his tower, there's a little shower, but he doesn't mind, it feels good on his toes. He crosses over the river, he crosses over the road, he crosses over, walks along the garden rows. To the lady he does give her a smile and a nod. He says, I'll bring you back the flower, I suppose. The kind lady looks as strange, but there's no time to explain. He crosses over several other meadows, and when he can go no longer, the scent is even stronger, the most beautiful anyone knows. Lies down in the leaves, to sleep he believes, and dream of boxes with bows. And in the morning he sees, awake he believes, that flower growing out of his nose. Ah, thank you for that request. Been a little while. Whitman's Leaves. Jeff says, I'm wondering who Theseus is, but yeah, that's the name of the thought experiment. I think it's supposed to be a paradox, so try not to get too stuck. Ah, I love those. Seems like some good lyrics in there somewhere, though. There's got to be a Wikipedia on this Theseus guy. Someone in the future will be like, yeah, do you still play that song Bending Spoons? I'm like, oh, I think you're referring to the Ship of Theseus. Yeah, you might not recognize it, but trust me, this is that song. It's going to be a whole thing. I want you to read my mind, to see the trees and not be blind. Don't want to leave you far behind as I walk off on down the line. Oh, this world is make-believe. There's angels hiding in the trees. There's demons selling apple cider, and I'm raking Whitman's leaves, and all the drills are banging, and all the bells are clanging, and all the sky is hanging from a hook. And it's like I'm in a painting, in a scene, in a movie, being watched by somebody in a book. Whoa, I've seen the world, the bitter world, the sweet world, the glory world, and to this day I'm still not sure which one is right outside my door. I lost my way in mad meadows. I've seen love laugh on tippy toes in photographs. I've seen repose in the emperor without any clothes, and all through the valley, and all across the nation, and all the way to heaven on a rail. And by the smell of the flowers, and by the song the birds and the stars on a clear night never fail. Oh, I messed up. There are those that can't be still and still be free. I think I always will be me. I'm not what I believe, I'm whatever believes in me. Faith is what we have in science, fate is what we have in store. I've written on the backs of giants, what a way to see the world. My head knows all the questions, my heart knows all the answers. They each speak a different tongue. It's like there's so much work that needs to be done on those last verses. I just hit a speed bump so hard on the lines I don't like. It's just like you're just like cruising smooth on your moped at 100 miles an hour. just cruising so smooth you don't even realize you're going so fast. Oh my goodness, it's too much. Yeah, these songs that some of the songs that are on the bottom of the ocean are there for a reason. And I feel like until those reasons are solved, there's no reason to sing them. They either have to be fixed or discarded, and that's a perfect example of one that's so tough because it's 3/4 great, but boy, I think Catherine and I were trying to distill Whitman's Leaves down, like where's the issue, and I think we both agreed that it falls apart at I'm not what I believe, I'm whatever believes in me. Right somewhere in there, it all falls apart. And you could almost just lop off that whole last verse, but my head knows all the questions, my heart knows all the answers. That's so good. But there's a lot of, I don't know, it reminds me of being on the set of your favorite show, and all of a sudden you see all the duct tape and stuff and all the stuff that doesn't look like that on TV. You're just like, wow. And then you're like, oh, it's just a facade. It's not real at all. Whitman's Leaves is a long time ago. It's got to be 20 years now, at least. I think it was a song I wrote and then played once and then never played it again and forgot all about it. And then that show was recorded and I heard the bootleg and I'm like, oh my God, what song is that? There's so much to love there. But how long have we been trying to fix that one now? That's a tough one. The Island of Misfit Songs. I like this. I like this thinking. Because there are songs that don't want to go back to the bottom of the ocean. They need to be transformed. They need a chance. And so they shouldn't be in the bottom of the boat, and they shouldn't be in my pocket, but they shouldn't be on the bottom of the ocean. They should be on the Isle of Misfit Songs. I like that island. I want to hang out there. Those are all good eggs. Good try though. Keep trying. Keep coming at me. If you're out there and you think it's worth saving, even if you don't like watching me struggle, don't let that be any reason to shy away from giving it some love from time to time. And I'm sorry I didn't make it to the end of that one. Rubber ball. Maybe just put all the words in alphabetical order and see what happens. or pull a William S. Burroughs and cut every line into lines and then every word into words and put them in a hat and throw them in the air and then pick them up randomly and put them back down and sing that. It'll be brilliant. Maybe we can just get tech support to teach Percy how to do that. I have no doubt that by the time we get to Carnegie Hall, we'll have the best Whitman's Leaves will be our hit. Whitman's Leaves will be the coattails we'll ride to get that gig. Because once we solve this Rubik's Cube, the sky is going to part. But here, just check. Bending Spoons is another great example. I don't know why I was in such a rush. This guy is really it's never been so solid before. This harmonica holder's really figured itself out. Not in a way I approve of. But Bending Spoons is another great case in point. Such a strong beginning, and then it all falls apart because I was not... Like sometimes you start writing a song and it's like you find a string poking out of the ground and you start pulling on it and it just starts coming out. And then you get to the end and you're like, oh my God, how did I find this magic string? But sometimes you start pulling on it and it breaks and you just got this little piece of string. Little piece of string, little piece of string, little piece of string, little piece of string. I had no idea for tomorrow to come so soon. Been waging my war, singing my tunes, been turning heads, bending spoons. So nice. How about if we just start over again today, and then maybe my words will fit what I say. And then, why do I say in little brown hats leading the way? It's just silly. I mean, I know why I thought that, but I don't know why I kept that or ran with it or put it on a record. In little brown hats, really? I think a cake is in order, something to celebrate. The second verse, at first today, I was like, oh my God, it's already stupid by the second verse. But then when I sang it, I was like, well, I could almost force myself to make it mean something. There might be something there. That it might make sense someday. But then the next verse is even worse, and it's just it's unfathomable why I thought it was okay. Yeah, you just did the Swaby just prompted that photo by the next verse. I think a cake is in order, something to celebrate, maybe the death of one, perhaps the birth of two, or to the twisted tongue, or to me and you. I could almost, if that was the only problem, if it didn't get worse from there, or if it rose from there, I could live with that. But holy moly! Oh, we got Scotland in the house. All right, I love it. It is 5:40. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Up and at 'em. Big day. Got a big day ahead. Give them heaven. But yeah, first rise and shine. You having some coffee? Or have you been up all night? Or is this the end of a rager? We're just dissecting some of my, deconstructing some of my songs that have such really good parts to them, but they're not wholly... they're not pulling it off all the way through. And there's quite a few of them, but they have this irresistible charm that keeps us coming back to them. But for some reason, there's this strange phenomenon where it's really hard to fix an old song. And I thought I was losing my mind with that kind of thinking until I heard John Prine talking about how if a song's coming to him when he's sitting in a spot, if he leaves that spot, he can't expect the song to still be there when he gets back. And there's just something really wild about that. It's like, really? Why? I mean, you got the opening verse. Can't you just like finish it tomorrow? It's like, and so many of my old songs there be a verse or two that I don't like, and over time. But it's so hard to change them. It's a very interesting problem. All right, let's get back to work. Can't teach an old song new lyrics. Rubber ball aiming for the sky. If I give the ground my all, no need to wonder why. No need to be too good to be true. If I'm falling, let me fall. Let me do as I do. I'm a rubber ball. I am a rubber ball, you bottom for a dive. All I know is the harder I hit the bottom, the higher I fly. No need to be too good to be true. If I'm falling, let me fall. Let me do as I do. I'm a rubber ball. Rubber ball about to hit the ground. They can't see my smile at all, but I'm just upside down. No need to be too good to be true. If I'm falling, let me fall. Let me do as I do. I'm a rubber ball. No need to be too good to be true. Let me do as I do. Of course I'm bouncing off the wall. I'm a rubber ball. This harmonica holder is driving me a little crazy. I either need to get pliers or find my other one, which might be on the Jabberjohn set. I'm missing the one I really like, though. I don't know where it could possibly be. It's got to be around here somewhere. All right. Exploding pen. Found the wise old man cross-legged on the tip of the mountain peak. I said I've walked 1,000 miles. He said you are what you seek. So I uncrossed my legs, rose from the peak, tossed my eyes to the valley. They rolled through town, found me deep, asleep down a dark alley. By the light of a shining star, by the dark of a dim-lit bar. I'm an exploding pen. I might not make it this way again. Sun and moon, day and night, heaven and hell, wrong and right. For all I know, from all I've seen, there must be two of me. One to rise and one to be ashes, one to fall and one to fly. one that the crumbling sky catches, and one to be free by and by. The light of a shining star, by the dark of a dim-lit bar. I'm an exploding pen. I might not make it this way again. Make what you've already made. I say when they say I might make it. I steal poems, I borrow shade. If a chance floats by, I take it. Fellow inmates of this round world, these bodies, these thoughts in our head. Save all the reasons you'll pray nevermore. Tell me all about it when I'm dead. By the light of a shining star, by the dark of a dim-lit bar. I'm an exploding pen. I might not make it this way again. Nice request. Tombstone. All right. First he didn't know, and he didn't know that he didn't know. Then he didn't know, but he knew that he didn't know. Later he knew, but he didn't know that he knew. And at last he knew, and he knew that he knew. And he was not alone. Yeah, put that on my tombstone. He rode every road and he rode down the river and sang every song that he sung for the lovers that leapt from the ledge, hung up in the night. He took it and shook it as he looked for the light that couldn't be shown. Yeah, put that on my tombstone. Somebody laughed, he'd second the motion. Though he defied it, believed deep in the notion that to write the line where the sky meets the ocean, you gotta breathe in the air like it's some kind of potion. Each breath a wild wind blow. Put that on my tombstone. fought the good fight, and he fled without grieving in small-minded rooms. He said, I believe I'll be leaving, and he hung his hat where the woman he loved knew how to take it. Enough is enough. He was not unknown. Yeah, put that on my tombstone. Nice. Shamefaced. God, I still feel like I might need the words for that. It's so new. Swaby says, I'm having a brain fart, y'all. What's the song that has I'm touching down now in it? Ah, touching down now. I believe is the one you're looking for. I'm touching down. I don't remember how that goes at all either. Except for that part. Shamefaced, can't you see? Shamefaced, don't look at me. Shamefaced, can't leave the house. Shamefaced, trapped in doubts. Shamefaced, I'm a curse. Shamefaced, just I messed it up. Shamefaced, can't you see? Shamefaced, don't look at me. Shamefaced, can't leave the house. Shamefaced, trapped in doubts. Shamefaced, muttering words. Shamefaced, I'm a curse. My own worst enemy. Why? Wouldn't want me. Shamefaced, shamefaced, not a friend. Shamefaced, not again. Shamefaced, hey, where'd they go? Shamefaced, oh right, I know. Shamefaced, not a first. Shamefaced, I'm a curse. My own worst enemy. Why the world wouldn't want me. Shamefaced. Curtains tight, shamefaced, turn out the light. Shamefaced, could I make it clear? Shamefaced, time to break the mirror. Shamefaced, about to burst. Shamefaced, I'm a curse. My own worst enemy. Why the world wouldn't want me. Shamefaced, my own worst enemy. Why the world wouldn't want me. Shamefaced. There you go. Look at that, folks. We did it again. Our glass is empty. My cup is full. Oh, I missed. There we go. So many songs with the lyrics touching down now. That is funny. Well, it's time for a leaving song, folks. Let's see what is left undone here. Fun list. Sorry we got stuck in the weeds there on a couple of songs that need the attention. Living Room. Why don't we end on piano with the Living Room? It's been a minute. Just because I'm afraid if we go too long before I play it, I'll completely forget how it goes. Man, I need to... There's been a couple that have been asked for lately that had such a cool thing with a month ago, and now I haven't played them in so long that it's almost like that never happened, and that part is so frustrating. I don't even know what to do about it. Just too many songs. It's a good problem, right? Hard to complain about having too many songs. Don't want a revolution, not anymore. The change I'm seeking nowadays, it's bound to happen slow. I might be getting wiser, might just be getting old. It's out of my control. Sitting in my body, looking at the ducks. There might be something going on. I might be out of luck. The sun is shining bright. I'm sitting in the cold. It's out of my control. Out of my control. Honey, I'm home. Let's put a record on. Sip some wine beneath the moon and dance around the living room. Kissing through the door screen, tightening our belts, off to get some ice cream. Gotta eat it before it melts. Bound to be surprised by something along the road. It's out of my control. It's out of my control. It's out of my control. Honey, I'm home. Let's put a record on. Sip some wine beneath the moon and dance around the living room. thank you so much for joining me. That's a wrap. I will be back tomorrow night at midnight sharp. My pencil sharpened. I'm going to look at these songs that need... I'm going to go hang out on the island of misfit songs tonight. Just to spend time with them. I'm not going to try to fix them. That's the last thing. That's a good way to get yourself killed. You know, if you want to come with me to the island of misfit toys songs, don't try to fix them. Just gotta hang out with them. They're fun. Good company. Thank you all so much. Till we meet again. Be silly. Be honest. And always trust your cape. Bye!